We'll start with Tia, who has all of her dice back. We want to get as much epic attack as possible from everybody so we can get Steelheart eliminated. Well, she got a couple, so that's pretty good. We can have David contain, but epic attack would be good too. He's got a couple there. Cody, the man that can move everywhere, he's got a couple of attack. Definitely don't need to worry about money. And Prof got some contain. I think we're close to the end game here, so we will keep that epic attack. Research is not important right now. She does have some enforcement to take care of and then an armsman to contain, but we'll worry about that maybe with somebody else. Prof is at Millennium Park with David, and Prof will take care of the enforcement there, so we'll keep those epic attacks so we can chase down Steelheart. We'll keep a containment too, since he's there with Nightwielder, he can contain him. Cody is there with Steelheart, so we're definitely going to keep those attacks. And Steelheart only has one item to contain, so we'll keep that to keep him contained also. Prof will take care of the enforcement of Millennium Park, and I think I'll keep one so we can move him to the Navy Pier and take care of that also. And if he's going to move to the Navy Pier, we'll have him keep it contained for firefight because David's going to contain Nightwielder. Let's get some more rolls here. Lots of contain. Well, that might be useful. She is there with the armsman, then we wouldn't have to move someone there. David, he's got a double and an epic attack. Cody, oh, I was hoping for some attack there. And Prof, well, he got a double there. That's not such a bad thing. I will have Tia keep all of these. That way she can contain the armsman all by herself. And maybe she'll get something that'll help take care of the enforcement there also. We want to go after Steelheart, so we'll keep that. Cody already kept one containment for Steelheart. We'll keep an additional one for Conflux. I don't think we will eliminate Steelheart right now, so we'll hold on to that and have a couple of tokens to use in the next phase. Do our third and final rolls, starting with Tia. No luck there. And we have David. Perfect. Another epic attack, and we can change that to something else. We want some attack here with Cody. And we got one more. And with Prof, lots of tokens. Hey, he's got a contain and an attack also. Very nice. We'll start with Prof. Have him take care of that enforcement there with Lead the Way, removing them from Millennium Park. Cody's at the loop. We'll have him contain Steelheart once and Conflux once. And those both would turn into doubles and then into triples with the flash grenade, but I only need one each. That'll keep Steelheart's red track under control, and we won't lose any population to Conflux. He will also do 3 epic attacks on Steelheart, lowering him to 16 remaining health. I will also have him use the garbage truck to take care of the barrier at Millennium Park. I will have Prof contain Nightwielder here at Millennium Park. Then I will have him use this contain to move from the park to the pier. Use 1 enforcement attack and the Nighthawk mobile for 3 more enforcement attack, and that will eliminate all 4. And he'll use his final token to contain Firefight, but we don't have to worry because he's going to get plenty in the next phase. Keeping our population safe. Tia will work on containing the armsman with 3. Now we don't have to worry about him right now. Cody's going to place his sniper token on the power plant where Snowfall's at, and then use his disguise to contain her. And we have to worry about her fortifying, so we will use 2 of his plan tokens to do an epic attack on her also. And that'll bring her down to 7. I will have Tia use 2 of her plans to attack enforcement, clearing them from the theater. I'll also have her use her grenade launcher to attack Steelheart for 2 more damage, taking him down to 14. And before she leaves the theater, she'll go ahead and do 1 research on the armsman and use her operations to give her an additional token. This wasn't exactly necessary, but might as well use it since I have it. She'll use this die to move from the theater to the loop, and she'll follow up her grenade launcher attack with 2 epic attacks and use 2 remaining tokens to make it a total of 4 epic attack on Steelheart, dropping him down to 10. We're almost in single digits. Just because we have it, we'll do 2 research with the notebooks, and we'll target the armsman with those just because he's been here since the beginning. Nobody needs containing, so we will use improvise to change 1 of those dice to an epic attack, and then use this die to move, and that'll take David from Millennium Park to the loop where Steelheart is, and he will attack him for 5 epic attack, bringing him into single digits all the way down to 5 remaining health. Also, since David's there with him, we'll use all 3 of his tokens to do more attacks on Steelheart, bringing him down to 2 health. Cody is also there with 1 token, and we'll attack Steelheart with that, dropping him down to 1 remaining health. And I don't have anything that is going to allow me to attack him 1 more time. I don't see any tokens in anybody's trays, but we're going to have to go 1 more round. The next round will be quick, or phase. Prof will have 4 tokens that he can use in the next phase. Cody will have 2 more. We did not defeat any epics. We did not receive any money. We only have $1 in our reserve, so we can't purchase anything. So we'll start activating the epics, starting with Conflux, who's going to add 1 enforcement to each adjacent district and get 1 stronger. We'll put our enforcement in. The Conflux summoned. The armsman will gain 1 and get 3 stronger. Snowfall will fortify herself twice and gain a strength. Night Wielder will fortify adjacent districts and get 1 stronger. That will take Snowfall up to the max of 10. Anything above that would damage the population. Firefight will get 2 stronger and bring the red track up. Just the 1 though, so that's nothing to worry about. Bringing us back around to the loop where Steelheart will activate. Hit the population for 2, lowering it down to 16. Hit the base for 1, dropping it down to the last spot. He will bring 6 enforcement into play, placing 3 at the loop and 3 at the theater. Now there's 5 there. And placing 1 barricade at the loop. Steelheart is desperately trying to get away. He knows it's almost over. And he moves 3, and that'll take him from the loop all the way over to Millennium Park. And we'll jump right in to making our rolls, starting with Tia. And we'll just keep everything from the roll. David, Cody, and Prof. I just kept everything from the first roll for all of the players. Since we only need to hit Steelheart for 1 damage, I think the most fun way to end this game would be to have Tia use her grenade launcher, which means Tia aims her grenade launcher from the loop, dropping it directly on Steelheart at Millennium Park for 2 epic attack. We only needed to do 1, and that will take Steelheart down to 0 health. The grenades hit and eliminate Steelheart from the game. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. That was the best I have done I learned from all my mistakes in my previous playthroughs and made sure to contain everybody and eliminate the enforcement. A lot of mistakes I made in the beginning was not containing Steelheart enough and not containing the epics that had population damage on them, and I ended up losing a lot of population really quick, which ended the game for me. But once I figured out the balance of keeping everyone well contained as opposed to just going crazy and attacking, I was much more successful this time. Again, this was just on the standard level. And you can see on the standard level with 4 players, I was at 32 research and 32 health. If I want to make it much harder, we can go up to 35 or 38, which takes a lot longer, so you have to move quicker to worry about the population. But I did well with the population, Steelheart, and the epics only took it down to 16. Also on standard, the power board was only on A. The adjustment board was on B, but we could have made it harder by going to the B side. And here's the B side, where you lose 2 population, the base gets attacked once, 5 enforcement in groups of 3, and 1 barricade. And if we flip it to the other side, you can see things ramp up pretty quick. We went from 2 population to 3 at a minimum every time. The base will get attacked twice each time. Enforcement jumps up to 6, and it's still just the 1 barricade. And that was at a player count of 4. You can see if I wanted to get truly ambitious and went to a player count of using all 6 trying to manage everything, on the B side, we're going to lose 4 population, 2 base attacks, 11 enforcement in groups of 4, and 2 barricades each time at a minimum. I'll take a moment to give you my thoughts on the game, and we will start with the rulebook. This is an excellent rulebook. Lots of examples, very linear, walks you through setup and play, and everything that you need to find is where you would think it'd be in the rulebook. Definitely a really good rulebook, easy to follow, quick to learn. You also have these excellent player aid cards that tell you what all of the symbols mean, and it breaks down each step of the phase on the other side. Very, very useful. Rarely did I need to go back into the rulebook. My copy also came with the Untold Epics book, which gives you the information on every epic in the game. And as somebody that's not familiar with the story or the fiction of the Reckoners, this really helped pull me into the game. Gave me a lot of context on the different villains and who worked with who and what their powers were. So this is really useful. Really liked stopping and reading about each epic as they came into play to give me a little bit more background. Really drawed me into the game. The theme was really fun. Even for me, who knows nothing about the Reckoners, I really enjoyed the theme in the game, and it holds up throughout the game. All of the art, everything is very well tied together. And with the background book, that really helped a lot. And I left the components for last. This might be one of the best games I've played as far as components that come with the game. I don't know if this is an upgrade or if this is a standard. I'd have to look back at my Kickstarter pledge. But the trays are an excellent resource. Really keeps everything in place, and the modular ability of changing things out, really well designed and very, very well executed. The dice are a great quality too. These are not small dice. Nice rounded corners. They have a lot of weight to them. They roll really nice. The symbols are all printed on there, not etched in, and that's fine. You can't feel them at all, so I think I'm not going to have any problems with the wear. You'd probably have to roll these a lot to lose any of the image on these. And I really like the translucent style instead of just having solid dice. Really like the dice. I love a good dice chucking game, and this definitely gives you that. The cards have great art on them, and they're a nice quality, a pretty thick core to them. They're going to hold up really well. I don't know if these longer cards would be difficult to find a sleeve for those that you want a sleeve. And there were a lot of equipment cards that we didn't even see. There's a ton of them in here, and they are all unique. There are no repeats, so this works really well for replayability. You're not seeing the same things come out, and I didn't even get halfway through the deck. If I had to complain about anything, and this is fairly nitpicky, it would be for the minis. While the sculpts are really nice, when they were put together, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, there are quite sizable gaps. Like if you look along his hairline, you can tell that that was placed on, and there's a big gap in there. But that's nothing that green stuff couldn't take care of, and a little bit of molding it with some small tools prior to priming and painting. On the David miniature, you can see it quite well where the arms connect. Again, this can be taken care of quite easily with some green stuff or whatever product you would use to fill that in. A quite comical one is my Abraham Mini. He came with no arms. So he's basically just holding the gun up with his knees, or maybe as like a crotch holster. I have no idea what's going on there, but there are no arms rattling around in the box. I think they just got missed. I contacted the company. They asked me to send them photos and information, so I'm sure they're going to take care of this for me. Since I'm so far behind on my painting, I wouldn't be getting to this game anytime soon, so there's plenty of time for them to give me some replacement arms or a replacement mini. It actually is quite funny to me, more than it was aggravating. I didn't even notice at first, and then one of my playthroughs, the first one I used him, I said, where are his arms? And I went looking through my box, and they're not in there, so I'm sure they'll take care of it. I thank you for watching. Don't forget to support the channel by liking, subscribing, hitting that bell so you can get some updates. Make some comments below. Tell your friends about the channel. Tell people you don't like about the channel. Just tell some people about the channel. I have the best fans. I thank you all so much for your support, and I'll see you in my next video.